What's up, YouTube? So today's video is gonna be taking a look at the APC UPS that I plan to use for an inverter and take a look at the inside, see if there's anything I need to change or upgrade, like possibly the wires that are coming out of it. I guess why not, because I don't have a charge controller and I'm really kind of at a stopping point. So let's take a look. It about gives you a hernia trying to get it up here. I probably should have turned it around when I picked it up so you could see the front of it, but whatever. I'll just move the camera. Alright, so this is an APC UPS from a server, or for a server I should say, and I'm gonna attempt to use this as my inverter. Possibly two. I have two of these, so maybe I'll have two. This one, the model number is, are you ready? SUA3000RM2U. I've got two of these bad boys, so why not open up the hood and see what we got? Well, right off the bat here, we got a little blue connector here, Anderson connector with 10 AUG wire coming out of it, and she just plugs right, oh, that thing's loose. Just plugs in right there. I think I have the cover that covers this, but I'm not exactly sure. I've got two other UPS APC server units over there that are the wider ones. Those ones do have the covers. I'm not sure if I have the covers for these. I might. I've got a pile over there. My hoard pile. Hoarder. In training. Right here. Let me show you the backside. I just realized the lighting sucks on this side, but maybe you can see it? I don't know. Hey, I'm missing a screw. Alrighty, so on the back side here, looks like we have a Ethernet cord. Oh, that's loose too or something. Take a look at that guy, he's kind of pushed in. We have sensitivity light 6 120 volt outlets right up here and two right here. I would imagine some of these would be for surge protection and some would be for the battery backup. We got a big old cut wire right here, and we got a circuit breaker with another missing screw here. I'll have to find one for that. And yeah, that's and a USB port down here at the bottom. I don't really know too much about it. I kind of want to take it apart and look at the inside. Okay, this is what we have. That's it. That's all we got. I'm not even going to pretend like I know what everything in here is. I do know what a couple things would be. Okie dokie, smoky. Alright, so we have some big transformers right here that are definitely in there. We have the red and black 10 gauge wires from the front going back here and going right down in here. Bigger capacitors. We do have some other capacitors right down in here. Got some 24 volt DC relays right there and there. Got some chokes and circuit breakers and some other crap in here. That's pretty much it. There's no batteries in here. He had already removed them. I could probably pull that off real quick. There's more wires inside here. I know, right? I'm all excited about the wires inside. Yay! Alright, so I guess this is where I was getting all the other wiring from. This one's got the fuse right there. So maybe I'll keep the fuse and just put the fuse near this or the batteries. Maybe that's what I'll do. Cool, I got some more wires, more fuse. Sweet, this is awesome. Yay. Alright, so this is what was kind of stuck in there and whatnot. I might actually use these 100 amp fuses with this system. I was thinking about putting these in between each pack, but I might use them right next to the UPS and or next to the battery. I mean, it's a 100 amp fuse. I'm not going to be going over 100 amps. I should be doing like 50 or less, I believe. So-called math is right. So this is awesome. I'm gonna shove this guy back in here. Alright, I'm gonna set him off to the side. Don't want to lose those. Alright, well, there is not a whole lot in here. I was thinking I was going to upgrade these wires. If I do that, I'm gonna have to pull out the circuit board, which, I mean, I could do. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think I should add bigger wires or keep the 10 gauge in here? The 10 gauge is probably fine now that I'm looking at it. I mean, I'm using the 10 gauge on all those packs over there, and here's doubly 10 gauge, so I might as well keep it. I guess what I could do is find a screw for this circuit breaker right here. That is kind of pushed in, so I'm going to pull this guy out and hopefully that's not damaged. That's a serial port. This is the wire that would plug into the wall. If I plan on using that for some reason, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to figure out something for that. Got to use the short screwdriver so you guys can see everything. Yeah, that guy. Oh, there we go. Just push him back down. He's probably good, right? Okay, I know in Nar's video, I believe that's how you pronounce it, he pulled out the circuit board and removed all 4 of these heat sinks. It was kind of a process to get all of those out, and he removed all of these so we could add more transistors down here in the empty spots. But I think he was using smaller UPS units, maybe around the 1500 or 2000 watt range. He also added a second capacitor, if I remember right. He also put more of the resistors on those little tiny solder joints right there as well. I don't think I'm going to be doing all that, but if somebody thinks I should, let me know in the comment section below. Okay, so in Nar's video, he was able to take pin 2 off of this chip right here to 5 volts, and that was able to make this UPS constantly go into sync mode, which would be kind of cool if you wanted to use 2 UPSs like this to get 240 volts AC. Of course, your amperage would stay the same at the 2700 watts, but you would have 240 volts. In the future, I may try this, but right now I am not going to. I guess maybe I'll do just a little bit more research to find out if the boards are the same. I'm going to take a guess and say that they probably are, because it looks like it's using the exact same chip. And he also said that it was near this chip over here as well. So I'm pretty sure this chip is the correct one, and I would just have to take pin 2 over to 5 volts, I guess, to make the hack. But for the time being, I just want to make sure I can get everything working first. I do have some other UPSs that I might try it on first just to make sure it does work. Okay, now what I'm about to do, you probably shouldn't do at home unless you have some sort of electrical experience. So this is going to be my disclaimer or exclaimer explanation. What? Huh? So this is going to be my warning to everybody else that I think I'm supposed to do on YouTube. You probably shouldn't do this at home, especially the way I do it, because it's probably not that safe. So don't do this at home. And according to the internet, or the PDF for this specific model, it does take 120 in. And on here it says it as well for the Model 3000. Your input voltage is 120. So I am just going to hook these up to pretty much an extension cord and plug it in and see what happens. And this death trap right here is something I have kind of hooked up off to the side. I have it hooked up to a light switch. This is so I can stand further back from something that I don't know anything about, which is kind of like this. I'm just gonna unplug or unwire the little plug that I have on here that I was using for something else, and I'm just gonna wire nut them onto here and plug it in and see what happens. Alright, now that I got those all done, I'll set it on the ground so the cat can get it. I'm gonna go right over here out of the way, and you can see right here if it turns on. We're looking for any sort of lightage over here, in this area. And the circuit breaker back here is off, so I'm gonna turn it on so that hopefully will pop if something goes bad. All right, corn tech. Well, I got a red light back here. I don't have any lights on over here. Let's see what happens. It might not work because I don't have batteries on. That wasn't as cool as I thought it was going to be. Alright, well, I'm going to go see if I have any lead acid batteries laying around, and maybe we can get it to work that way. I found 4 of these guys over there near my pile. I think they came out of the one up. I don't really know what they came out of, but they are US, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but they're 12 volt. Oh, they even got cat hair all over them. These are 12 volt, 45 watt hours, I'm guessing, maybe? I don't know. REW45-12, and maybe they run for 10 minutes. I'm going to check the battery voltage on them real quick and see what we got. 10 volts exactly. 11.04, 10.51, and whoop, 10.97. I don't know, I guess we'll string all these together and see if we can hook it up. Let's see what we can come up with. Let go. Are you stuck? Yes, you are stuck. Okay, now let's see what our end voltage is. We are 42.2. I don't know if that's enough. We'll plug it in and see what happens. I got one of these guys here. See if we can short it out somehow. Alright, I'm gonna throw this cheap battery voltage. Oh, it doesn't even work. Okay, I'm gonna throw this cheapie on here just because I've got alligator clips on here, and we'll see if the voltage changes. Okay, now let me go back over to my out of the way spot and turn it on and see if we can let the magic smoke out. Corn tech. Oh, we have fans. We have fans turning on. We have fans on. We have fans on. We're at 55 volts. 55.5, 555. Oh, it went down and came back up. We're up to 55.2 volts. I just did a quick test and it went down to 47. Yeah, these batteries are trash, but at least I don't know. I'm gonna hit the test button down here. It's telling me we are online and to replace the battery. Well, no. Ha! You thought I was gonna cuss again, didn't you? Yeah, replace battery it says. We already know that. I just wanted to make sure that this worked. Alright, so this one seems to work just fine. I'm gonna shut that off. I think I have a winner. All I have to do is come up with a better plug down there. So I am going to find some longer wire for this. I don't know how often I will actually be using this. I'm not sure if I have to have this plugged into the wall for this to turn on every single time. So this will be more or less a backup type of deal. I'll just get some bigger wire from probably one of the other ones over there and attach it to this. Don't go nowhere. I got one off one of the other server UPSs that I am not going to use. So this one is a pretty big ass wire. I'm going to have to strip this back a little bit so I can replace these guys back here with the end of this cord here. I'm gonna have to cut this back. I don't have any connectors like this, of course, so I'm gonna have to use one of my own copper lugs, kind of like I did for the battery pack. And I could probably find a connector for this guy here. And the green one, he's just down there on the bottom with a nut and a screw. Sounds easy enough, right? Everybody remembers these, right? Huh? Huh? Oh yeah. Boom! Oh yeah. Look at the smash job on that. Nice. Okie dokie. One down. I'd like to do it right here because these wires are so short. I'm doing it right here. Gotta try out my new toy that somebody sent. Ah. So, Scepter over at DIYPowerwalls.com offered to send me this because he saw my micro soldering video that I did on a Android smart TV box, and he saw how I guess it was just painful to watch because I mean I was using a regular soldering iron, and anyway he decided that he no longer needed this. It is a beta helm 858D SMD rework station. So I want to say thanks, man, because this thing is awesome. I've already used it on heat shrink, and I've used it to replace the broken glass on my cell phone. This thing is awesome. Thank you very much. I owe you one. Alright, so those are good to go. You guys know what I did, right? Can you guys tell what I did wrong? Do you see what I did wrong in this picture right here? Well, if you can't see what I did wrong, this wire needs to go through this hole back here. I'm just gonna cut this off and redo it. Alright, I have my new wires in here all ready to go. Alright, well, I do think that I'm going to use one of these fuses, but I'm actually thinking I might put one on the positive and on the negative. That way, if God forbid something does happen, touch on either the positive or negative side, it won't have to travel all the way through one to pop a fuse. It can travel the shortest distance possible. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to put one on the positive and one on the negative. What do you guys think? You think that's a horrible idea? Let me know. So what I'm thinking is, well, I'll remove this Anderson plug there, but I'm kind of thinking I might put the fuses right there, both of them. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right there. Alright, so that's basically what it's gonna look like. I think that should work out pretty good. I kind of like that idea. Alrighty, now I only have the black wires with these lugs on it, and I'm not gonna make new ones. I'm just gonna heat shrink these red so I can use the same type of wiring. I'm gonna have this guy basically on both sides, but I'm gonna heat shrink one side in red. Okay, I have 4 of these now total. I'm just gonna cover the red ones in heat shrink just so I don't have to make any other. So I'm gonna have 2 of these coming off of one side going into the UPS, and then the other 2 will be snapped in here to go to the pack itself. I think that might do. I guess there's really only one way to find out. Boom! That is awesome. Man, I love that thing. Just like that. What do you think? And then these ones can go up to the batteries. So I'm gonna throw these in real quick and maybe put in the UPS. Alright, I'm gonna install these. These are some sort of little mini shelf that the server UPS can sit on in here somehow. Yeah, you're right. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it seems to be going in right. Okay, well, this is pretty much what it's gonna look like, I think. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this like that or not, and I'm gonna have to make probably another plug so I can bring both of these positives into one, and whenever the end of the other series connection is gonna have to go two negatives into one here. So I might have to kind of figure that out, but I got time for that. But I'll take it around to the back side and show you there too. Alright, so this is what the back side looks like. I've got all the room for the wiring and plugs or any kind of other crap that I need back here, so I think it worked out awesome. It was a little tricky trying to get that sucker in here, but... Alright, so that is how it is all gonna look, and I'll figure out how the connection's gonna actually go into the UPS, but for now I'm just gonna leave it like this until I come up with a good solution for that, which might be another plug, but we'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll see. One word. But it looks nice like that, doesn't it? Now I just need to find the front face for that. I was looking earlier and I haven't seen it yet. Looks good, I think. I still got plenty of room for more. I don't have really any room to put more batteries, but I'll figure that out when the time comes. Alright, so I do have a song request, and this song goes out to Penguins for All. Alright, I was just kidding, but I am probably gonna need your help for the getting online with that UPS system, because I don't remember what we talked about and I don't remember what video all those comments were on, so get a hold of me and tell me what I need to do to get in there on my computer or whatever. However I need to get in there. Okie dokie, that's gonna be my power rack update. I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to show you. If you guys can think of anything else that I should or shouldn't do, let me know. I'm probably gonna want more airflow going through that, since it's not technically, you know, supposed to be an inverter, so more cooling might be better. It's mounted in there. I'm gonna have to see if I can find the front faceplate. If I can't, whatever. I don't know, but I'm getting real close for that power rack to start working. I am like seriously really excited. And if anybody else knows any information about paralleling two UPSs, let me know. I know the Neural Nar videos, he did not talk about paralleling. He only talked about the series connection, which will give me 240 volts, which might be helpful, you know, because technically I can still have two legs of 120. I don't know, I'll figure it out later on down the road. I'll start with one UPS. It's 2700 watts. Again, this only being a 10 kilowatt power rack. I'm not exactly sure how much I'm gonna be able to power at my house yet, but that should be coming up soon. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, and we will see you on the next one. It's 3:36, and you know what that means. I can make a 10-minute video last for like 3 hours because I say and but, and I have a million pauses. You know what I should do? I should make a video about me making a video. Then you guys would see, then you guys would really see what happens here. Holy crap. You would be like, what the funky chicken dance? I don't know, I'm starting to talk. So you can tell me to shut the hell up at any time, because sometimes I just start rambling and I start talking about something completely different, and then I forget what I forget everything. I just start talking, I forget what's going on, and then I'm like, what am I even doing? So you can tell me to just shut the hell up at any time, really. It will not bother me one bit. Oh, I forgot what I was even gonna say. Micro press right here. It says it right there. Micro press tool. You guys were all wrong. I was wrong too because I was calling it a crimper. The National Telephone Supply Company, Cleveland, Ohio. The wife's grandpa used this to micro press stuff. Yeah. I'm not gonna do that, are you crazy? But I do wanna kinda like mod one of these so they're either ridiculous, where they just zap all the time, or maybe turn it into a taser. I don't need a taser, but it would be cool to like press the button and shoot sparks. Mod? Not mod? Okay, I need to get off here because I'm just talking now. Okay, bye. What's up, YouTube? So, why do I go bah? What's up, YouTube? I did it again. About taking a look, I guess, and look. Am I still in focus? Okay. Well, I would imagine for the actual battery backup, and others would be beeping. I would imagine some of the if my I'm guessing that you